Alright, so I'm going to be cleaning this thing out. I have a tub here, so anything I find that's cool on the inside or in the trunk or maybe underneath one of these rubber floor mats, maybe we'll find something cool. Hopefully we find nothing living. But I'm going to clean it up. If I find anything cool, I'll kind of slow it down and show you real quick. But otherwise, it's going to be fast forwarding through all this. It's not really that interesting. Well, I kind of cheated. I went off camera and tried to figure it out so I wouldn't look so foolish. So how it goes is there's 2 clips on the top, one here and one on the passenger side. Then there's 3 hooks in the back. I'll show you those at the end. And the whole thing folds into this flat back here. So there's a little black twist knob, I'll show you that too, that releases these 2 side retaining clips. Goes all the way up, has a little stopper so you don't overshoot it. And the whole thing folds into it. The top is really crusty. Probably want to shoot this with some WD-40. Right now I'm just going to do it just to show you how it goes. So we'll try and do this centered. This knife down into it. There's 2 little fins on the side you got to tuck in. Here. And this part comes back down. If I can get it all the way down. Here it snap into place just like that. And there's these 3 clips here. I'll bring it up closer. That hold on the back of the convertible top. You see these 3 clips here. You can actually see how tight that rubber seal was because there's no dirt on the original paint, very little at least, getting in, which is nice. And then those clips up here, if I can keep y'all straight, up here on the top, and the whole thing folds into that back shelf area. And I'll open this up so you can see. Get it all the way open, and you see that black clip in the middle, and the silver ones on each side that retain it. The top goes back in there just like that. You fold it back in there, and you're set to roll. So I'm going to keep on cleaning. I know this isn't very exciting of a first episode to get y'all into it, but I'm going to keep cleaning, pulling out cool stuff, and fast forward to this one. Alright, so to take the seats out, you have to hit the lever on the bottom for adjustment. It comes all the way forward and slips out the front, no real bolts. The rails are just on there. I took out the passenger side just to give it a try to make sure I had it right. This side will be a little trickier. Whoever put in these aftermarket speakers, they're really in the way. So I'm going to do my best to try and finagle it. I know it's tough to see here, but I'll show you afterwards. Alright, so that wasn't so bad. You can see on the bottom, there's one, actually looks really good down there. There's one retaining spring that attaches to a loop on the floor. I'll show you all real quick. So that spring attaches to that bolt. Looks really good from right here, but I think there's a problem under this mat here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so underneath this rubber mat, holding all that moisture, you can tell where the frame, the X frame, comes through the car, and it's just been blown out on both sides. It doesn't look like it's hit the frame rails, which is a good sign, so you see they don't move. But they're real easy to slide back on. Little adjustments on this side. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can see little adjustments. But yeah, these speakers really got in the way. So they came out real easy. So I can take out these floor mats. They go all the way around. See what it looks like underneath, and keep on cleaning. All right, so I'm gonna take out these floor mats. And you can see the original seat belts are in here. Got the original logo on the latch of the buckle, which I think is really cool. So I'm gonna try and keep those. I might get new seat belt strapping. And have my fiance sew those on, because I'm no good on a sewing machine. But these are pretty faded. I'm sure y'all can't really see that, but they're really faded. The metal needs to be cleaned up, polished up, but all that detail stuff kind of comes in at the end when we get the rest of the car looking halfway decent. But of course, safety is always. These straps are probably okay to use, but I'd rather get some new. You can buy them online, wholesale by the yard, I think, maybe by the foot. And that way we can get them kind of custom length. Also, so if you have some bigger people, that's when that comes in handy. But I'm going to pull out these floor mats. I don't know if I really want to save them. They really kind of get stuck. I mean, I can see here where the driver's side is kind of stuck under the pedal, and that can get dangerous, especially when you're using a clutch and the brake and the gas all the time. They get stuck, and people have gotten in accidents that way just because those rubber mats just slide around. So let's pull them out and see what it looks like under the floor. We saw the back of the driver's side. It's not too bad. Looks like just that rubber's been holding in the water. Let's pull out both sides and we'll take a closer look here. These look like they've been form fitted. I mean, for all I know, they could be for the car. I mean, they've got the finished edge all the way around. And little holes, maybe where it bolts to the car. I'm not sure. That's one. And this side's got a couple bolts. Don't know what they go to. A cap. Ooh, and some pennies. Already making my money back. Let's see. 1964 and 77. So who knows if these are the original pennies that have been sitting here for so long, but 1964, that would be really cool if this penny's been sitting in this car underneath the seat for this whole time. It'd be pretty cool. Can't tell if these bolts have the Fiat logo on them. This one does, but this one's so rusted on the top I can't make it out. So. Alright, so sorry about that. The plane going by there. Helicopter, I guess. But when we take out the floor mats, we already saw the back here. Looks like it's some sort of sound deadening material. Probably factory. Nice and rock hard. See, this rubber mat goes over the center. So I do think this is probably made for this car. Good industrial for if you hit the rain when you go through. But we look behind the passenger side, and you can see that same sagging. Let's go around here. So we can see a drain hole. Sorry about my shadow. So we can see a drain hole that's too round to not be. But we see it also on this side where it looks real similar. See the factory paint underneath here. So a lot of times this coating actually, as the time goes on, ends up doing more harm than good. Just because it starts to flake like this up here. It actually holds the moisture underneath. And that can really, well, for example, let's look at the front, start to do this. So this is a drain hole, you can tell by the triangle hole punch. And you see this stuff just starts to crumble. And so it holds the moisture underneath. So I don't know if this floor, doesn't sound like it's rotted through. I'd have to take a closer look underneath, pull all this coating out. Sounds like so much fun. But, it doesn't look bad. And this, I'm afraid to pull this cover and look behind here. Oh, all right. That's promising. But I don't know what's under here, and I don't know offhand how to get underneath that. Don't really want to right now, but it could have been worse. So we're gonna keep on vacuuming and see where we're at. All right, so my battery's flashing at me. So I think this is a good place to wrap it. All I'm gonna do is vacuum. It's nothing really interesting to see. I'm just gonna vacuum and you know, if my battery charge is enough, maybe I'll get y'all out here for a good wipe down of the outside. I'm just gonna wipe down the inside with some Windex maybe and some paper towels, really get a lot of this dust off to really see what I'm looking at. And like I said, we're gonna let that mystery oil sit in there for a while, maybe do some work overnight, go get some other parts, come back in a couple days and see if we can get it to move. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean it up and I'll see if I can get y'all out here for a power wash this afternoon after I get the interior cleaned. See y'all later. Thanks for coming by. All right, so I've got most of the interior clean. I feel like I've turned into a spider. There's so many webs in there. It's not completely done. I got a lot of the loose stuff off the tops. The dash looks amazing. I'm actually going to wash it and then I'll do a walkthrough with you guys all the way around of how clean I got it. It looks really good. Don't let the outside fool you, not this dent especially. There's a lot here. I feel like I really got a good deal on this. We'll do a final walkthrough as soon as I wash it, and then we'll see where we go from there. So before we decide to clean it, I figured we might as well go through the trunk here, well, the hood technically, and we'll see what we've got. I know there's some extras in here. Hey dog. There are some extras in here. A couple of different hubcaps, different fluids and things. I doubt I'm going to use a lot of it, but the hubcaps actually look pretty cool, so I could choose between these and the other ones you guys saw earlier. So let's take a look. This is a battery cover. I think I showed you all that there's no rust in the battery area where it sits, which is nice. Some bolts for something. Some brake cleaner. That alone makes my money back right there. How fast we go through that stuff. So this is an original toolkit that came with it. The fuses, different size sockets. These are actually really hard to find. I'm surprised it was in here. I'm gonna definitely make sure I hold on to this. There's even different screwdrivers, fuses, sockets, wrenches, all the basics you need for roadside stuff. These are those other rims I was telling you all about. So I really like these. I think they're different. They fit on these rims. I think it'd be a good way to cover up a lot of the rust. I might take them off and clean them before I get tires. I'm not sure. But I think this metal part pops out. I'm not 100%. I'd have to look into that. But I really like these. There are a set of 4. So we'll see where it goes. Oof, somebody was living in that one. Yeah, they all seem to be pretty good, just need a good cleaning. They seem pretty light too, so I think they're aluminum, but with this rust, it's coming off with just my fingers, so nothing a little bit of a wire wheel. Seems like it's flaking here. Oh no, that's on another video. We'll try this out. Ah, and the other eye cover for the other side. Man, I didn't think it had it. It is cracked. Maybe I can melt it a little bit to get it together. We'll see, but it's good to have. I'm glad it has both. Brake caliper. I think the fronts are calipers, the backs are drums. That was factory. These look like the same calipers that they use in a... Dogs are going somewhere. These calipers look like the same ones that they use in a Spider, 124 Spider. So we'll see if we can use these on here. If not, I know I can get some replacements. Those shouldn't be very hard to find. I don't know what that is. Premium 10. Oh, this is some old oil 10W40. That's definitely trash. Looks like some more mystery fluid. I'm not going to use that. Here's a spare tire tie down. Keeps the spare tire down in here. It does not have the spare tire. I'm not too worried about it. I think I'll be okay without it. It's not like I ever go very far with this thing. Some old electrical tape, that's not going to do us any good. But this is the other window, the other mirror holder. Sorry. Hey! Will you stop? Dog's going crazy. Definitely won't be needing that. We'll see if we can find the mirror for it. That'd be nice, have both mirrors. Mystery hose. Hey, stop. Seems like a lace. I don't know what that is. Some sort of switch. Doesn't have any labeling, nothing. Well, it's got some print on it. Have to look into that. Mystery folder. Okay. Just a piece of metal. Held together by some electrical tape. It's got to be something good if it's held with electrical tape. So these look like carburetor parts. Yeah. Weber carburetor, 30 DIC, DIC1. Looks like there's a float, a couple jets, a couple little spacers and things. Looks like a diaphragm, that's no good. It's a pretty cool little tin. It's plastic, it's not metal, but you know, might be something cool to keep in the car as part of the history. Nothing like some good old space filler cardboard. Looks like we've got the other caliper. On the other one too, they look like the brake line's been cut, so I'd have to get some new ones. That's a little bit of a wire brush and some good high temp heat to really bring these back to life. Especially new brake pads too. Cylinders don't look bad. Maybe new bleeder screw, but it's good to have these. Looks like we weren't the other one having trouble getting it off the trailer. Some sort of tow strap, superior tow rope. Yeah, that's what that is. Somebody used it to get this moving. Another piece of a brake pad. Oh, this looks like the factory jack. Let's take a look here. I know you probably can't see it. Well, there it goes. It does work. That's interesting. So you see it goes up, down. This one big screw is what it is. But it's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Let's go back down. Too far. There you go, back in its little holder. There we go. Pretty cool to keep with the car. Figure out exactly how to use that. Not like the ones we have today, that's for sure. A couple of things. Looks like a little retaining bar. Looks like from the previous owner, this is a bag of gaskets and seals and things. Definitely hold on to this. I don't know if they're going to be any good, especially if this bag hasn't been sealed properly the whole time. Somebody was obviously trying to save this at one point, so we'll see if we can use those. Some junky rope. Some shoestring. And that looks about it. I'll show y'all. With everything out, there's actually quite a bit of space in here. That gray tube actually goes to a, if I can get y'all in here, there's a right over where you're looking, right over here, this here, so that it gets it straight out of the car. You can see these little clips here to guide it down and out the bottom of the car, so when it runs off the hood it comes here and down. Looks like been clogged up for some time. The other one's still attached, but I think that's what's really led to a lot of this in the floorboard here. This isn't anything super serious, especially because the crossbar is really good. So nothing a little Phillip piece can't do to fix that. Like I said, the battery tray looks good. Master cylinders right here. I showed you all that earlier in the video. Looks okay. no brake fluid. I'll show you all inside here. Yeah, like a drop. So, probably gonna vacuum this one out, get a little cleaned up. That when I get a battery, I'm not worried about everything catching on fire. So, yeah, so now we're gonna go into washing it. Set y'all up here. So we're gonna wash it, and I'll bring y'all back. I'll set that hood back down, or the, not the hood, the convertible top back down. Clean it all up. Just don't mind the flat tires and the dent on the back there. But we're gonna get it nice and clean. We didn't find that other side mirror, which is kind of disappointing. But at least we have half of it, so we're halfway there. Stay tuned. It'll be real quick for y'all, but it'll be a minute for me. So we'll see you in a second. All right. So we just washed the car. Definitely not watertight. I mean, I never expected it to be. Stuff like that. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to hook into here from the inside. I think anyway. That's just for another day. But I'm gonna let this dry out a little bit. I'm waiting for the top to dry so I can fold it down. As soon as I fold it down, I'll be able to give you all a better look on the inside. And it's also drying on the outside, so it's going to be a couple minutes. But I did want to talk about this car and what my plans are. I guess I should have done that from the beginning, but that's okay. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet. I'm thinking about maybe making it electric. I'm not looking for drag race Tesla Model S, style electric car. I'm looking for something fun to take out to and from work when I'm able to do that. It's only about 10 minutes from here, 15 minutes from here. So round trip, maybe 20 miles max. Absolute max. That is beyond more. Anyway, that's what I might be looking at. I might want to restore the engine. I haven't looked since the beginning of this video. It's been all day. I haven't looked. I'm letting that Marvel mystery oil sit in there. Kind of see what the condition of that is. Maybe I'll get it running for a little bit and then do a swap. Just depends. Let me know what your thoughts are on the bottom there. Drop a comment, like, subscribe. If you do hit the little bell, you'll get a notification when I make new videos. I'm going to try and make a new video at least once a week. Whether it's something little, it may not be super interesting, but it's something to keep you up to date about what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this super concourse, show ready. Something to go do on the weekends. Something fun to drive, nothing crazy extreme. Just something that's reliable, that'll get you there. You definitely don't see a lot of these on the roads. They're definitely eye catcher, especially the earlier models. You typically see 70, 71, 72 just because they have the 903cc in them. A little bit bigger engine, and that's what people want. But especially if I make this electric, I think it'd be really different. I've never seen another one electric, so we'd kind of be going on our own there, trying to see how that would work. Anyway, starting to get into that thought. The top looks dry enough for me, so I'm going to set y'all back and give you one more quick look. Underneath the soft top, there's that shelf there. I have not washed that yet. I wanted to make sure the top was clean. I'll do a quick walk around while it's finishing up drying and give y'all a look how it really looks underneath that dirt, windows, glass, all that stuff. So, pick y'all up here. Alright, so the top actually looks really good. Nice and tight. No creases. The back window is foggy. That's typical though. I mean, these things go out 5 to 6 years, never really sit in storage, but you can see through it. It's not going to be super clear, but that's not expected to be perfect. Anyway, so we'll walk around this way. The glass all looks good. It's all there. You can see nice and through it. You can see my reflection. Cleaned up really well. Front window especially, that thing was a mess. It got cleaned up. You can see right through it. Only one small rock chip that I can tell. I was able to get those wipers forward and clean underneath them, get the wiper blades clean so it wouldn't drag any dirt when it comes to time of testing them. A lot of flaking on the front, but that's okay. Bodywork to me isn't that big of a deal right now. That's much down the line until we get where we want to be mechanically. So move here to the side. Yeah, just nice and clean. There's going to be, like I said, shopping cart damage, dents, dings, scratches, things like that. Back here cleaned up all right. Nothing super fancy. It does look good without all that dirt on it though, I will say that. So we'll come back around this way. I'll set y'all up real quick and I will get you guys up at the top. See if I can go from the other side and show y'all how to do it. Not quite. There it goes. Alright, so pretty straightforward. Like I said, I haven't cleaned this back deck yet. Looks like the back, I guess, bumper needs to kind of be reset. Have to pop this trim out and get it to pull it back nice and tight. But if you remember, this back deck was just covered in spider webs and disgustingness. And then under the seats, got them all nice and clean. There's a little bit of water just from, like I said, it is not watertight, especially here in the corner where those little flaps were. Some got into it, same over there. But those drain holes seem to be working right. Run right to them. So then we come up here to the dash, and you can see there's not a single crack on that dash, not a single one. It's nice and pliable, nice and soft. All the dashes are clear except for the speedo there, but that's okay. A little bezel pops out, you can just clean it. All the knobs are there. I did test the gear shift. It does shift into every gear. Nice and clean in here. I don't know what I want to do about these. If you can see them, these aftermarket speakers. There you go. I don't know what I want to do about those. We'll see. Maybe we'll keep them there. I don't know. Seem kind of ugly, out of place. Maybe if I make them more shallow. I don't know. Something to play with. And then the door cards came out really good too. Nice and clean. Nothing a little bit of cleaner can't fix. Same with the visors. They probably need to be restuffed. You can kind of tell that the foam is coming out of them. So, anyway, set you all back up real quick. So anyway, that is the end of video 1. If you like what you're seeing and you want to follow along, see how it goes, hit subscribe, hit that little bell, do a notification when I put a new video up. Like I said, I'm going to try and put up a video every week, just to keep it fresh, keep it going. I don't want this thing to stall out. I don't like projects that don't finish. I like to finish one or get really close to finishing one before I start another, and that's where we're at. So yeah, just if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming by.